a southwestern community surrounded by desert plants and produce fields. In the dusty area of Luna County, cross-border relations have always been a part of the community.
They came in the main from little towns and little villages all over Mexico. Braceros, a person works with his arms.
In 1942, the United States and Mexico created the Bracero program. The program was a way for millions of Mexican immigrants to come to the U.S. to work in the fields to help meet food supply demands during World War II. The immigrants worked in several different states, including New Mexico. Raymond Cobos translated for many of them.
Being bent over with a little short hoe, they call it cortito, in a field anywhere from 8 to 12, 14 hours a day it's backbreaking labor, literally.
While some of the workers went back to their homes in Mexico, several of them stayed.
A lot of them were so well liked and did such wonderful jobs. They went back to places they had worked before. And frequently those places became sponsors.
The Bracero program brought 4.6 million Mexican farm workers into the United States, which changed immigration in Luna County significantly.
A lot of the pillars of this community came from Bracero roots. The farms and ranches ended up with workers that have stayed with them.
In 1980, 1/3 of the population in Luna County was Hispanic. Today, it's more than half.
If it wasn't for minorities moving there and having kids, that the county as a whole would have lost population.
Some credit the demographic changes to Braceros, but the program came with a lot of controversy. Low wages, labor exploitation, and Americans worried their jobs would get taken caused it to end in 1964. Now many question whether bringing it back would help our immigration problem today.
I think it would solve a lot of the problems we got right now.
Luna County Republicans know we need the labor and believe a worker program similar to the Bracero program would help with the surge of migrants we're seeing at the border.
That's why most of them are coming, because they want the economic help. They can raise the money and earn the money here in the United States, and it'll go a lot farther in Central America or wherever than it is here.
While the Bracero program changed Luna County, it's a change that many in the area embrace.
I don't see any difference in the way the community functions or the way it operates. It's just it's the same community that does the same things that went on before, still go on now.
Those who lived through the Bracero era and those who didn't agree that this is a part of history that deserves to be revisited and that a new labor program would be worth welcoming.
Those are the heroes. Those are the ones that really worked very, very hard to build something here.
Reporting in Luna County, Marissa Armas, KOAT Action 7 News.